Ahoy from Razzle Dazzle. I'm very excited for this one because we are going to do what everybody loves to do on Virgin Voyages, which is eat. JC, are you ready to eat this evening?
Always.
And this is not our first time in the restaurant.
It is
Not even
not.
a little bit. We actually took some time to count how many times we had been here, which we've been here, I think I've been here one less time than you. How many total times have you dined at Rojo?
This will be my 8th time.
And I think this will either be my 7th or my 6th time.
Yep.
But in today's podcast episode, we are eating on camera for you. Very excited for that. We're also going to take you through some of the key items that we've been ordering again and again and what you can be most excited for. And I think we're going to share some opinions because you and I have different opinions around what we do and do not like. And I also have some opinions around what I think others will and will not like. And I'm curious how you'll feel about that. And I would say for the most part, you and I disagree on just about everything. Is that true?
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right. So you'll get both sides of it. That's what's coming at you today.
Ahoy, I'm Christine Lozada.
And I'm JC, top Virgin Voyages travel agent. Welcome to the podcast.
This is the Virgin Voyages Tips Podcast, an insider guide to navigating Virgin Voyages like a pro. Find it on every podcasting platform, on YouTube, and check the show notes for additional helpful info.
And how I can get you a great deal.
Let's dive in.
Before you eat, what do you have to do first? You have to have some drinks. You all know me. I'm having a double Moet this evening. And we have been also trying some of the wines and cocktails on the menu. What did you order tonight, JC?
I got the red sangria. I've had the white sangria, and it was decent, but I had it the other night, the red sangria, and it was fantastic.
But with the white sangria, you did make a mistake. And what was that? Do you remember?
I didn't stir it.
Yeah, it tastes very different.
Yeah, so like I grabbed it, but the red you don't have to stir, which is great.
Ah, all right. Well, less effort on the red if you don't want to stir. But if you do order the sangria, I always feel like it's, on that note, I think I'm going to stir my Moet just in case. Make sure all the flavors and bubbles are well.
There you go. Look at those bubbles.
Yeah, actually, that's actually quite nice of a bubble. So I will cheers you in a moment. I'm going to have my first cheers to myself here because we are about to have a lovely dinner. Where does Rojo land for you in terms of favorites versus other restaurants on Virgin Voyages?
That's a tough one. I would say right now, my top is going to be Extra Virgin, just because there's so much on there that is just fantastic. And
actually, hold on, because you had some opinions about, and we all know, right, Virgin Voyages is moving in a direction of different food items by ship, right? And so there's lots of new items at Extra Virgin that are specific to Brilliant, and you didn't love all of them.
No.
So I was actually surprised you said that, but there are enough other things that you love on that item, on that menu.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so Extra Virgin for you. I would say for me, that's a tough one because every restaurant has its aspects about it that are like exactly what I want to eat in that moment, and all of them are so different from one another. And so actually maybe the right thing to do is, because I would say what I'm normally ordering tonight might be different than another night because the first 3 nights we came in, I was hangry.
Yeah.
I was hangry. I didn't want to share with you.
Yeah. I noticed.
It was tough, especially with the treat yourself because I was hangry. I needed to actually shoot content of it, so I couldn't eat it immediately. It needs to look nice for you all before we dive into eating it.
Yeah.
But tonight, I'm actually not feeling insanely hungry.
Me neither. Yeah.
Ah, interesting. So what I want to start with is, under the menu, what have you been ordering consistently? Like, what have been your go-tos? Because you've also been smart in that so our strategy was we came in every night until we finished every single menu item, which if you haven't watched the overall Rojo YouTube video, start there, then come back, press pause right here. And also book your sailing with us. Don't forget that and press this button as well, because that's also important. But we have been trying every single item, but JC's been really smart in that it takes me so long to get the content. Executive Chef Levi keeps laughing at me because I keep letting the food get cold, or not cold, but not hot anymore by the time we eat it. So you've been ordering other items that you love each time that I've already shot so that you can start eating as I'm creating content. What have some of those items been?
So, and this will be my order for tonight as well. The Jamon Iberico is my top one. It is, people will look at that and be like, that is weird. because that comes with, it's like ham and almonds. And it sounds that basic because it is, but it is so good.
It's really delicious.
Yeah.
And I actually think it's not a small portion.
No,
I think the portion is actually really, really nice. That is one that is an absolute go-to. And what else have you been ordering consistently?
my next one, which I'll order tonight as well, is a steak tartare.
Yeah. If you like a beef tartare, you will love the beef tartare here.
Yeah.
And that portion size also is not very small, but you have a specific way. Maybe we'll wait till we get to that portion of the video where you eat it differently than others might eat the beef tartare. So you'll see.
Yes.
I would say my go-to is also the jamon iberico, absolutely delicious. I'm going to order something that you didn't really like that much. Not because I think you just thought it was a little bit too simple, or you said you needed more sauce, which was the shrimp. So gambas and escabeche. I actually want to have that again. It's nice because it's a small portion. It comes with just 2 pieces, which, friendly reminder, you will not go starving on Virgin Voyages. If you ask them to put in 10 orders, so you can have 20 pieces of the gambas and escabeche, they will absolutely bring that to you. But the other item I absolutely love, which you did not like, is the pulpo. So that's going to be my order.
Yeah.
And then, are you hungry enough to eat a big plate?
Yeah. My main course is probably going to be the pork ribs. Because the flavors in that are just, there's so much going on, especially with the labna and the za'atar.
Yeah.
Is so good.
Yeah. Okay. I'm actually curious, which of these 5 main dishes, not including treat yourself, the 5 main dishes, which one do you think will be the most popular amongst sailors?
The ribs.
You do think so?
I do.
The ribs? I
Yep.
think it's going to be a tie between the baby back ribs and the grilled ribeye. I think those 2 will be the really big hits amongst everyone. I think the flavors are really nice on both.
Yeah.
I actually have a tough time with the baby back ribs because the flavor of the harissa in the honey is a unique flavor for me. I don't know. I'm Filipino. We don't really eat like harissa.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a really unique flavor for me. But I am going to order a dish tonight. So if I was hungrier, I actually think both the flavors and the value of the treat yourself item. The seafood paella with the Maine lobster, big portion of lobster, delicious dish. If I was hungry, would 100% be able to put that away by myself.
Yeah.
I think it's a delicious, delicious dish, and especially with the uni aioli over it. But I really loved something you ordered. I think you ordered the first night we came here, which was the fish. I actually think it's a really nice item. I'm curious to see how I feel about it tonight because there's a sweetness on that fish that I'm not sure if it makes me like it or wonder about it. So
I did text Chef Levi about that. He said it was the lemon zest.
the lemon zest is sweet.
Yeah, he said that's what makes it sweet. Yeah.
If he comes out here, I'm going to ask him that question again.
But I also have
lemon zest rolled in sugar.
Yeah, I know. That's what it said. So out of all of the starters, there's one item on there that I would never ever order, but it is probably my number 2 favorite on here, which I'm gonna order tonight, and that's the fingerling potatoes. I would never ever order that at a restaurant, but I tried them here and they were insanely good.
Yeah,
so I'm getting that too.
You literally looked disappointed when they came out before because you were
mad.
like, I don't really want to eat that, and then you put them away.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah, they were delicious.
Yeah.
There's so many items that are on here that are so simple yet so delicious.
Yeah.
And I also think that's part of the beauty of it. I think about, I don't know, there's so much beauty in simplicity. And a lot of these flavors come together really nicely. Okay, so that's our order this evening. We're going to pause it here and come back. You're going to press this button and listen to the mid-roll.
Ahoy, sailors. Quick announcement from Christine popping in to remind you that the show notes or the description of this podcast has a ton of helpful info that most sailors miss. And one thing that's in there is a killer deal. There is a reason why other travel agents book with us. And even if you've already booked your sailing, it takes just 2 steps and 10 seconds to get a price comparison with us. So check the description and let's get back to the episode.
And we're back. It's eating time. And also we have I know you can't hear it because I'm using a ton of editing and AI to strip out the sound, but we have beautiful Spanish music playing in the background. We got the full ambiance, and make sure you check out the other video. So I talk you through, I mean, there are very simple things like the flatware, the soft seating, a lot of changes in this space with a lot of design. A big shout out to Jamie and Aaron and the team here for doing a lot to really reimagine what this space looks like for sailors enjoying Rojo. But it's eating time. What do we have? What do you have in front of you?
The Hamana Iberica with the almonds. It looks really simple, but it's very good.
Very delicious.
I have the beef tartare, and unfortunately, there's an egg on top of it.
You know, I love a raw egg. You're on your own on that one. And what else do you have?
The potatoes. They're just so good.
Yeah, the potatoes. And in front
really
of me, I have the shrimp, and I also have the octopus, the pulpo. And I actually want to call something out, which is I'm trying really hard to shoot these food items for you guys day after day, night after night, because while it's the same item, they look slightly different tonight.
Yeah.
For example, when I had ordered that vegetarian vegan dish with the butternut squash, the size of the onion looked different on the top.
Yep.
It was the same portion. It was just a larger onion on the top.
Yeah.
Tonight, I feel like the shape with the potatoes a little bit different. The cut, right? It's a slivered almond tonight instead of a whole Marcona almond. So, I mean, no, I'm not suggesting that I'm complaining about the shape of the almond, but it's still the same dish. Like, don't you worry, but it might not look exactly like this every single time. And also, I don't know, my portion of pulpo tonight is actually pretty good. So you have been sitting in front of your food for at least an hour waiting to patiently eat it while I've been shooting content of it while I put you guys all on hold. So let's go ahead and dive in.
Yeah,
which one are you going to eat first? Or are you going to prepare?
This one I got to maneuver this egg off.
How are you going to do that? Tell us in the comments below if you are an egg or not an egg person, because I'm always curious about that. Oh, wow, that is very careful. Look at that. Look at that.
I should have been a surgeon.
I would pay not to have you do surgery on me. if I was getting surgery and you walked in the door, I'd be like, I'm cool. So this means at the pizza place, you are not a fan of the white truffle and egg.
No.
But have you gotten the white truffle without the egg?
I have not.
So big fan, super fan of Kiara. If you have not seen the Bubble Girl in It's a Ship Show, happening on Valiant Lady Only, we had an opportunity to dine with her amongst other super talented entertainment at Extroversion Pink Agave a few times on our last sailings. She loves to get the white truffle on top of a cheese pizza. And so that's like a top tip. It's like a lot of people don't realize you can customize things.
Yeah.
You can change things. So you should absolutely get the white truffle and no egg.
Yeah.
It would be a splendid one. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It has eggs here.
You actually have an opinion about the potato chip.
Not a fan. Yeah.
Why?
First of all, I don't like potato chips.
Really?
Yeah, I do not like potato chips.
Are you a human being? Who doesn't
Sort
like
of.
potato chips?
Sort of. Yeah, I just don't like potato chips.
I can't wait to see the comments.
I'd rather have like some type of like crisp of some sort, or maybe like a thin bread, or something to put on, but not potato chip.
I mean, I appreciate, we had the rare opportunity to meet Chef Justin, right? He's in from Pittsburgh. One of the two chefs, him and Chef Nate and Chef Levi are behind this restaurant. And it was amazing to chat with him about how he's trying to bring this approachable, authentic experience of Spanish cuisine.
Yep.
And the potato chip for him was his interpretation of that, which I love. But I do think I don't want to call it the average sailor, but for someone who doesn't geek out on all of the, story and details of Rojo, if you just see the dish with just the chips, I don't think everyone would easily understand it.
No.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they eventually elevate it to something else.
I mean, who eats chips and raw egg?
Me? I was like, sounds delicious. Sign me up. So I'm going to jump over to my pulpo first because it's still a hot dish. Beautiful. I'm so excited for this one. I hate eating on camera, and I am absolutely going to eat this on camera. First bites?
Very good. Yeah, and a lot of people are probably wondering, like, how do you eat this? This is really, you just grab some ham, grab a couple slithers, slivers of almond.
This is part of the surgical aspect.
It's very good. That's what.
Delicious. This is delicious. I think one of the things about the pulpo dish for me, when I first tried it, because I was like, oh, it's like a mashed potato. But this is not a mashed potato. It's a brown butter potato fondue. So it's very rich because there's a lot of cheese and everything that's in here. But it is absolutely delicious. I am not wearing the appropriate kind of pants to be able to eat this meal tonight and still fit in them. But I am absolutely going to enjoy this. So if it wasn't these dishes that you ordered, what would have been your next pick? Well, let me just put this over here. Because Chef Levi loves the conservas. Not saying that that's the only item he loves.
I don't
but
mind it either. I mean,
it's a nice selection, and it's not a small portion either.
the oxtail's very good, but it's very heavy.
It's very heavy, but I love, the amount of time that they put into creating that oxtail.
Yeah.
Like letting it really like stew, marinate, and like get really soft and delicious. But when they fire it in the oven with that caramelized onion and cheese, I honestly don't think it looks very pretty on the plate.
Yeah.
But I think that dish is absolutely delicious. I love that. I would have gotten the oxtail if I had not this. And then I would say maybe one other one I would get would be the croquettes. Those are delightful.
Yeah.
Not too many of them, just enough.
Yep.
All right, no judgment, please. I'm eating on camera, and I am choosing to eat this with a fork and knife, which you should just pick it up. But I have a nice crisp here. Ooh.
Those are much.
You felt like these weren't saucy enough, and I feel like these are kind of saucy tonight. Do you want to try it again?
No. They still don't look saucy enough for me.
Tell me what you... So if there was some kind of sauce on it. Hi, Crystal. Oh, everything's fantastic.
If you're enjoying your
Oh, yeah. Do you need anything?
I'm good.
You're good for now?
Yeah, thank you so much. If there was a sauce that you had on this, what would it be?
That.
So on the potatoes, they have the pimenton aioli, which I don't know. An aioli on this, it seems really heavy. All right, we're going to talk about brunch as we finish up here, because a top misperception that most people have is, oh, I loved Razzle Dazzle brunch. I don't want to eat Spanish food for brunch. I want to eat my eggs. I want to eat my waffles. I want to eat and it's relax. Like, you're not going to be hungry, and you will get your brunch. You'll get your breakfast and lunch. There is a standard Razzle Dazzle brunch menu that you are oh so familiar with, but just a couple items are switched out to have options for some of these dinner items. So we're going to walk you through that. But I would love your first take. How many times have you had brunch?
I've had it twice.
Twice? And you didn't order any of the Rojo items. You ordered standard Razzle Dazzle breakfast items.
I did.
What have you been ordering?
My standard order is the waffles. I get scrambled eggs and I get bacon. And I also do get one other item, but they took it off the menu for here.
Ooh.
And that's avocado toast.
Oh yeah, you like the avocado
I love
toast.
the avocado toast.
I actually don't like the avocado toast.
Oh, wow.
And I'm from California, so I love avocado
Yeah.
toast. Like, if there's someone who knows your avocado toast. But the reason why I don't like it is it's very citrusy.
Oh, okay.
They put like a lot of, is it lime that's in there? There's something in there that makes it just very citrusy. But yeah, you're right. They did remove that. And if you want the full breakdown of what's changed on that menu, make sure you check the info in the description. More info is in there. Most people miss it. And also press this button and book your sailing with us. We got you covered with the best deal out there. So that's super important as well. Be a smart traveler. But a lot of these items have been, so the avocado toast is gone. But I actually have a couple of opinions about what they did choose to add. And actually, without you looking, because I'm looking at the menu right now, in case you're just listening to this and not watching it. If you could pick any of the items that are on the Rojo dinner menu, what would you pull over to brunch?
I would pull over what I just ordered.
I was going to say, I think we know the answer. It's in front of you.
Yeah. I mean, Habano Iberica is really easy to push out. The potatoes, they don't really have a potato dish for breakfast.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that because, this is tough, right? Because I have my complaints as well. I miss dearly the original Razzle Dazzle menu.
Yeah.
I miss the original tater tots that are on their best crispy tots on the ship. I miss the original Razzle Dazzle secret menu item, the butter chicken. I love that dish. But at the same time, as Virgin Voyages changes things because we're all coming back. Like,
Yep.
let's be real, you're coming back. I'll see you on the ship again and again and again. If they were to keep all the current items and just keep adding items, not only would that be difficult to execute, but we may as well all just go to Cheesecake Factory and get the 88-page menu of items, right? Like, this is part of what we're asking for. Sailors are asking for, we need new food, we need variety, we need change, we need new things. But they do that, and then, I mean, I'm boo-hooing right now. I'm like, the tater tots.
Yeah.
But I do agree, there's currently not a potato item that's on here. And so bringing over, I wouldn't be surprised if Chef Levi, I know you're listening to this. I wouldn't be surprised if you try to pull that over
Bring it
onto
over,
this menu.
Levi. Bring it over.
It's a good one. But the items that are on here, I would say the hamon croquettes is one I expected for them to bring over. It's a really delightful one. The roasted cauliflower, I think, is a really nice option for someone wanting more a veggie focus, which, I mean, I have a tough time because I can't even express, and I try really hard, JC, not to send these to you. But I literally get dozens per, I don't even want to say day. I get a dozen per hour. Long, lengthy, well-explained 3-page emails about how people feel about things on Virgin Voyages. And one of them is this top complaint that there's no vegetarian items. 0. I'm a vegetarian. What am I going to do? I'm looking at the brunch item right now. Actually, we're going to do a little pop quiz. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Under to start, and as we're playing this quiz, as they come by, if you're done, let's have them take this away so that we can move on to the next items. Under to start, there are 4 items. How many of these do you think are vegetarian or vegan?
Under the starters, I would say 1.
2. So half of them. So the watermelon and sesame cream is vegetarian, and the nutty gazpacho is vegan.
Right,
But I mean, there's also the roasted cauliflower, which I'm like, what about that is not making it vegetarian? Maybe that's a misprint on the menu. Thank you, Crystal. We're ready for the next round, please.
Can I start clearing for the main
Yes,
event?
thank you so much. I love her, by the way. Make sure you fill out your sailor surveys, whether it's the 5-second one that you're getting a notification about in the app, or the one that takes an hour when you get home, when you get the email. It doesn't take an hour, but I'm just exaggerating. Under the mains, there are 6 items, not including the naughty. So naughty is where they have the everything salmon bowl and the fried chicken sandwich. Under the mains, they have 6 items. Guess how many of them are vegan or vegetarian?
I would say probably 3.
4.
Oh,
4 of the 6.
Yeah.
And so what they brought over on that side is that dish that I had, the butternut squash item, which is, I think that it's actually a very heavy item. It's delicious. So I'm actually surprised you like the buckwheat waffle. It tastes too healthy for me. If I'm eating waffles or pancakes, I want it to be as unhealthy as possible.
So much cream is on there?
That's not enough. The waffle itself is healthy. No, if I'm going waffle, I want it to be as unhealthy as possible. Which, have you had the pancake items that are at the galley?
I have not.
Oh yeah, you have not lived life. I like to get extra size of cream on that one.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely delicious. So brunch is delightful. They have, make sure you check out the blog post that is going along with this so you can see what's different and unique, but you can absolutely expect to get your normal Razzle Dazzle brunch with a couple items from Rojo pulled over. And there is, under the desserts, something I was relieved about. Actually, I don't know your opinion on this. How do you feel about the Razzle cake?
I've had it once. It's pretty good. It's really sweet, but it's pretty good.
That's why I love it. So going back to we're keeping the potatoes. Thank you.
Nice try. We're keeping that too.
Keeping that too.
Yes.
And I'm keeping the mullet.
Yeah, have the bread.
So one of the items that I always hype is the Razzle cake, which is served at brunch only. And this is something that trips up a lot of sailors, is that they expect the same dessert items at brunch as dinner, and that's not the case. They are unique. So the Razzle cake is happening at brunch only. And I love going back to this waffle example. Like, if we're going sweet, I want to go all in. Like, the Razzle cake is so sweet, it makes like my cheeks suck in. I love that dish. And it's not a small portion. So I'm relieved that the Razzle cake has stayed. They also have the blueberry green tea cheesecake under desserts, and then they have churros. And those are the churros from dinner. How did you feel about the churros when we had them the other night? We had all the desserts in one go.
Yeah, they weren't bad. They were pretty good. But I would say, my favorite dessert here is going to be the cheesecake. I would pick that way over the churros.
There's something about the consistency of that cheesecake that's just right and tight. How would
Yeah.
you describe that?
It has that, which might turn some people off. It has that burnt layer on the very top.
Oh, I love that.
It's very good.
You're right, though. That's not for everybody.
No, but get past that, and it's really not the taste. You don't taste the burnt.
Also, can't you just slice the top off
Yeah.
if that's not? I mean, sorry, for all of you surgeons out there, maybe we need a how-to video
Yeah.
on how to surgically remove the egg and
Yes.
surgically remove the
Yeah.
top of.
But it's really not that bad. You should try it first, and then determine if you need to do surgery or
So,
not.
do you remove it when you eat the cheesecake?
No.
I think it's delicious.
No, I think it's great. It's a great cheesecake, honestly.
Which, I mean, going back to like unique tops, I personally loved the arroz dish. So it's a rice pudding with coconut, and it's a bruleed top, so it's crispy. This is one of the other dessert items, and you did not like it. You took one bite and you were like, no.
No.
Why? Do you not like coconut?
I do like coconut. I was not a fan of that dessert at all. It just.
Do you not like the cinnamon flavor in it?
I don't like cinnamon that much. No.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
that makes more sense. So, I'm Filipino, so rice for dessert with coconut is like in my blood.
Now that would be okay with. I love rice pudding.
Oh, just without the cinnamon.
Yeah, I don't want all that stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was the cinnamon flavor that turned you off.
Yeah,
I
for
thought
sure.
it was an amazing dish. Oh, thank you very much.
So sorry, just want to prepare you for the main.
You need not be sorry. I made a huge mess. You might need
No,
to
not at all.
clean my hair too. Usually half my meals in my hair. But I would say the thing about the churros, and this trips up a lot of people because everyone thinks a churro is a churro is a churro, which is
Yeah.
not true.
Yep.
A Spanish churro is different than a Mexican churro.
Yep.
Mexican churros are cinnamon and sugar, super sweet, like my kind of sweet. Like I love that kind of Mexican churro. I grew up in San Diego. But here, Spanish churros they're fried bread that are not, it's not that sweet, it's not rolled in sugar, and it has a beautiful dark chocolate dip. Not a milk chocolate dip, a dark chocolate dip. So this style of churro might not be what you expect, but I still think you should try it.
Yeah.
It comes as a nice size of churros also. So that's what's unique and different on the Razzle Dazzle brunch menu. And again, 2 of the 6 restaurants on Virgin Voyages do brunch. It's the Wake and then Razzle Dazzle, Rojo by Razzle Dazzle. And then all of these are ones that you need to make reservations for. And I'm actually curious what your opinion is on this. So I always tell people, yes, make your reservations and make sure you watch the tips around booking your brunches and dinners video. But people are always like, oh, I don't have a reservation. Can I walk in? I'm curious how you would respond to that now. We're filming this today's the last day of August, isn't it? 2025. I don't know, at some point we're at sea. I don't even know what time it is right now. If someone was like, I don't have a reservation, what do I do? Can I walk in? How would you answer that for Rojo?
I would say you could walk in at right when they open and have a good chance of getting seated.
Or close to when they close.
Correct, yeah.
You roll in 7:15, 7:30.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Any restaurant, you're going to have a...
I totally
You're gonna have
agree. I totally agree.
Yep.
It's difficult during prime time, but I absolutely think it's possible. I think it will be even more difficult right now because, one, Virgin Voyages is more busy than ever. Like, y'all love the experience. I love the experience. I can't wait. I love meeting you guys on the ship. I love experiencing it all together with you guys. It's fantastic. But it's busier than ever, which means it's harder to walk in.
Mhm.
Rojo is brand new.
Yeah.
Everyone's so excited.
yeah.
I'm looking at the line right now of people coming in. There's a lot of excitement. We started filming this even before they opened because we wanted to make sure we got as much quiet as possible for you all. Who loves a 5:45 p.m. dinner?
It's the early bird.
The early bird, but yeah, last night I went to bed at I don't know, I had a hard time leaving the Manor last night. Shout out to DJ Shalisha. She was popping off in the Manor. We had the remixed Scarlet Night last night. We had the Moon Party and the new remixed Scarlet Night happening on Brilliant Lady only. I was like, I have big filming day today, like have to leave by blah, blah, blah time. Yeah, 2:30 a.m. later, I was like, all right, well, I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
A really great time last night. Super excited for you all to enjoy the new remixed and redone Scarlet Night. It's super fun. But This is just a busy sailing.
Yep.
Rojo, lots of excitement. If you're going to walk into a restaurant, go early, go late. And you can also, right, just check it out. You know, like pop in, see how they're doing. They usually have a written list on the side and just see what you can do. And also there's different ways that they can accommodate you. So let's do a pop quiz. I wonder how many of these you know. So for Rojo, if I were to try to pop in and ask them to accommodate me differently to be able to get a seat, where do you think you can ask to sit at this restaurant to be able to be accommodated? 5 seconds.
At the bar?
4 seconds. Oh, yeah. All right, cool. So there's the back section, which isn't always open. Like during brunch, they don't necessarily open up that section.
Yeah.
But if it's a busy dinner service, maybe they can accommodate you at the bar area in the back, which they have redone that on Lucky Lotus and here at Rojo. Or you can ask to sit in the lounge space, which might be used more as a waiting space. But we dined there.
Yeah.
We had our desserts there.
Yeah.
Absolutely lovely. These are 2 places you can ask for. At the wake, do you know this answer? Where can you ask to sit at the wake to be able to potentially be accommodated?
When you walk down the stairs to the left, there's a little seating area with little tables.
Wrong.
Really?
That's the waiting
Oh,
space.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
At the
Should I give him a
bar,
second
what's it
sp-
called?
second?
The seafood bar.
The seafood bar.
Yeah,
Which pop quiz question number 2.5.
Go.
Do you know the difference between that bar area on Brilliant Lady versus the newly glowed up Scarlet Lady?
I've never been in either.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
I haven't been in either.
Oh, I love geeking out on the ship. Oh, I was over there just like looking at all the details. So if you're like, Christine, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you walk into the wake, you enter on 7, throws off a lot of people because you dine on 6. You come down the stairs, the bottom of the stair, you take a right and you go all the way to the back as though you're going to walk into the kitchen.
Yeah.
All the way at the back, there's the seafood bar. And originally this space was where they would like stage the seafood towers, which is a treat yourself item, amazing value. But they, on Scarlet Lady, opened it up. So now it's more of a wine bar space where it's completely open. And then they have like the beautiful wine in the back. If you watch the What's New on Scarlet Lady walkthrough video, you'll see my complaints about that space over there. But here they did a hybrid. So it's set up as a wine bar space in the back, the same style of seats, but they kept like the glass that used to display the seafood towers. So it's like a hybrid of that space. But if I were to walk into the wake and they were completely packed out at 5:45 or 9 p.m. or 9:15 p.m., I would say, is there space to accommodate me for a quick dinner or long dinner at that back space where the seafood bar is at? Because, I mean, I get it. They will naturally think you want to sit at a proper table, and if you do, props to you. But if you're willing to be accommodated elsewhere, these are options available to you. Same thing, Extra Virgin. You can sit at the bar at Extra Virgin. That's another fantastic option. There are just ways that they can accommodate you, so don't you worry.
Yeah, Peak Agave.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
sat
the
at
bar area.
Back in August with my daughter.
Yeah.
We sat at the bar.
We've dined. We have dined at the High Tops. There's only a couple of them by the bar, but they just assume no one wants to dine there, so they always try to accommodate you where most people want to dine. So you can get creative with all of the things.
Yeah, I have a lot of people that book with us that are last minute sailors, and they're like, I don't have any dining. Am I going to be okay?
Wait, hold on. I think this is actually important because when you say last minute sailors, we're not referring to 6 months out. We're not referring to a month out. We're referring to last minute. So can you define last minute?
Yeah, we're talking probably like 4 days up to a week before the sailing.
Which actually, do you know, I have been a last minute sailor. I'm trying to think of what my most last minute sailing has been. I think it was this past winter when I was on Resilient and you booked me to get onto Valiant.
Yeah.
And I flew straight from San Juan to Miami and got on Valiant the next day.
Yeah.
I had a 24-hour turnover, and I think you had booked that right before the cutoff, which I feel like is 3 days or something.
Yeah, it's normally 72 hours to 48.
Yeah.
I've snuck in a 48 before and been okay. So, yeah.
If you're a spontaneous sailor, tell us in the comments below, which also, if you have a sailing coming up, well, make sure you price compare with us to make sure you've gotten a good amount of sailor loot on there. We can help you out. Tell us in the comments below what sailing you're on, because I am a cruise crasher. I pop up all the time.
Yeah.
While we're waiting for our food, which don't forget, there are chapters at the bottom if you want to jump straight to the food. Can we talk about hammocks for a second?
Yeah.
Because you and I recently sat in a new style of room on Virgin Voyages Brilliant Lady.
Yep.
And that hammock, in my experience and test drive, was not my favorite. And we are talking about the slightly smaller sea terrace room, which there is a big misperception. Most people thought that this room type was on all of the ships. A lot of people, oh, this is Usman. This is my man. This is my man. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
You're looking slick tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hot plate.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Yes. I love this dude. He's my favorite. I would embarrass myself by ordering like 10 orders of the walnut shrimp, which shout out to Matt and Chaz, two of my favorite sailors, who we had a shrimp off one time, which was amazing. But we're going to talk to you about slightly smaller sea terrace, and then we're going to dive into this dish. I'm laughing right now because we have mains in front of us, and you have literally maimed your main.
Yeah.
You kind of destroyed it. I shot the content and then had to focus on something really quick, and in the meantime, you ate it. How was it?
It was good.
Let's remind everyone, what did you order again?
These are the pork ribs.
The pork ribs, and I had the Arctic char. And one thing that was important to know, because we sat down at 5:45 when it was very quiet, which they will normally ask you this, but if you have a preference around how you want things prepared. So Crystal, my favorite, she asked, how do you want your fish prepared? And I always asked, how does the chef prefer it? And the answer is medium. So I am having the medium fish, but you can obviously ask for it well done, medium well, whatever it is you want, raw. Like I don't know if they serve it to you raw.
Probably not.
Maybe you should order a raw Arctic char with an egg on top.
Yeah, exactly. Sounds good. I don't mind raw fish.
Delicious. And I did ask JC, are you going to be eating your ribs tonight with a fork and knife or without a fork and knife? And what did you choose tonight and why?
They sort of fall off the bone, so it's easy to cut. So it's just easier with the fork and knife. Other than that, it'd be kind of messy.
Fair. But I feel like it'd be perfectly acceptable.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure.
Which I think I'm going to just pick up my fish and eat it with my hand. I'm just kidding. My first bites are absolutely delicious. This doesn't taste sweet at all.
Oh, really?
No. Maybe they didn't. Oh, yeah, it does. Never mind. Will you take a bite on the non-cootie section over there? It's actually quite delicious. It's the sauce that tastes a little bit sweet to me. But one thing I love that Virgin Voyages does in lots of their restaurants with lots of their dishes is what you see here if you're watching today's podcast episode, which is the charred lemon. The roasted lemon, absolutely delicious. I lost my napkin and half my food is in my hair, so I'm just going to wipe this on my Spanx. Actually, you can't wipe this on my Spanx. All right.
You want my napkin?
No, I'm just going to wipe it on my camera. It's fine. My camera strap.
Where's your napkin?
I don't know. It's around. It doesn't matter. This is why I don't eat on camera. I'm such a messy eater.
Oh, thank you.
What did you think of this bite? Thank you. Which, by the way, we're going to leave you as soon as we can, and it's not you, it's us.
Oh, okay.
Everything was fantastic.
All right, so I shouldn't get a fright and wonder. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah, no, that was
Are
perfect.
you
Thank you.
enjoying your dinner?
Everything's great.
You're telling me you're not having dessert tonight?
No dessert tonight. So what you see that's happening right now is actually quite important. We're good. Thank you so much. It's actually quite important, which is JC and I actually needed to be somewhere 16 minutes ago. And this is one of those things where when we sat down, this is what I said to Crystal. I said, because the way we were ordering before, given I was shooting content for you guys, I was like, as it's ready from the kitchen, bring it. Like, I don't care if the dessert comes out first or the main comes out first or the Iberico Jamon comes out first. Like, just bring it.
Yeah.
Whereas tonight, given what we're filming for you guys, I said, please course it out as a sailor would normally experience this so you guys can see the full experience. But what is important here is I'm also directing her on how much time we have. And so she would anticipate eventually pulling our dishes away, giving us the menu again, or telling us what the desserts are, and then coursing out the meal.
Yep.
Virgin Voyages is an amazing experience for the food. So a lot of people, right, going back to the 3, 4, 5, 30 page emails that I get from you guys, where people are telling me, oh, dinner just took too long, or they're not trying to rush you because this is part of your cruise vacation. And so if you are on a timeline, we have amazing artists. Matt and Zach are performing tonight, and I want to go check them out. I had an opportunity to hang out with them yesterday. Super talented artists on board. We want to go catch the tail end of their show. And so we're letting them know, yep, bring the, like, we're done. Bring the next dishes now. And then now that we had this, I'm letting her know, we're leaving as soon as we're done. Like, we're not ordering dessert or anything. So she knows we're going to bounce out of here as soon as we are done. And so we got some crazy noise going on in the background, which is all right. Hopefully my sound engineering will be fantastic. What did you think of these first bites of the Arctic char?
Yeah, it's very good.
Did it taste the way it tasted the first time you had it?
Yeah, for sure did.
I was actually really jealous of your dish that night.
Yeah.
I think it's delicious, and it
Yeah.
actually is medium, which is nice. I have a light pink, not deep pink, light pink center, which is really beautiful. And to be honest, this kind of tastes like a salmon to me, like a light salmon almost.
Yeah, it is.
Really delicious. Real quick, slightly smaller sea terrace. What is your quick take on what's it like sitting in that hammock?
It's not good. And you know what's funny is after that video, you put out that video about the slightly sea terrace, I would say probably that 10 people reached out to me that have booked with us, that have booked that, and had me upgrade them to the sea terrace because of that video.
You know what? If you care about having a sea terrace and enjoying that sea terrace beyond natural light, because actually, we both test drove the Solo Insider. For me, never again.
I liked it.
Why did you like it?
Felt like a little cave. I don't know. It was just like, I don't know. It was kind of, because, you know, it kind of has like a wall, and then you have the bed that kind of goes here, and it's like a little, it's like as a kid, and you have bunk beds, it's a little
Okay, that's
tent.
true. That's true. But you do the majority, and we work very hard for you guys. You do the majority of your work at the galley.
I do. I work in the galley every morning.
If JC's on this ship, you will find him 99.9% of the time in his little section of the galley working.
People will stop me in the hallway, and they're like, why are you not working in the galley? They don't even know who I am or what I do. And I'm like, taking a break.
Which for me, when I'm working, I work from the room.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are always like, I don't want to bother you. I saw you out there. I don't want to bother you. No, I want to talk to you guys. When I'm out and about, I'm out here because I want to meet you all. I want to hang out. I want to know how your epic cruise vacation is going. Yeah. And when I don't want to spend time with people, I'm in my room and I'm working really hard. And so for me, I thrive with natural light, with fresh air. And so I was dying, dying in that room. Like it did not work out well for me at all. But going back to slightly smaller sea terrace, if you were there just for having natural light, being able to open the door really quick. You texted me one day and you were like, are you going out to blah, blah, blah? And I was like, I don't even know if it's raining or sunny outside. Like I have no clue. No clue. Like I also don't know what time it is because there's no window in this room. I was like, you could tell me it's 3 p.m. or 3 a.m. and I'd be like, yes. But the slightly smaller sea terrace, you cannot enjoy a normal laying in the hammock, looking at the view experience because it's smaller. You cannot lie back all the way. Make sure you watch that video. And when you look out at the view, it's a lifeboat. And you might get lucky. You might get lucky in that you might be right between two lifeboats. But I had an opportunity to spend a little bit more time in one of these rooms. And I was just like, wow, the sea is moving really fast. This is giving me a headache to look out there. I didn't even want to stand on the balcony. So it's not my personal favorite, but I can definitely see who is it for, in your opinion?
It's going to be for, honestly, people that are in an insider that maybe want to bid up to a sea terrace, but not a full sea terrace.
That's this is why you need experts that know the deal on this experience. Book your sailing with us. We got you. So this has been, you can see me, if you're watching the video, I'm wrapping up right now so we can get out of here. This has been the experience at Rojo for dinner. Don't forget to check out the other video. If you enjoyed this, tell us in the comments below. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about putting you on video. You get better all the time, but generally speaking, it's a lot of editing for me, JC. But if you want to see more like this, let us know. We're happy to film them for you. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you in the next episode. Ciao.
This has been another episode of Virgin Voyages Tips Podcast. If it was helpful, please share it with somebody. And we want you to book your sailing with us. We'd love to help you set sail because we're here for you every step of the way. A reminder to check the show notes. Things on Virgin Voyages changes all the time, and you'll find more helpful links and resources in the description. We'll see you in the next episode.